there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today we're going to take a look at some very affordable watercolors that I purchased on Etsy. Etsy has partnered with YouTube, so the links that you will see under this video to the shop selling these Rosa watercolors will be, I will earn a commission if you click on those links and you buy them. I just want to let you know, please don't feel obligated to. I just wanted to share because they had, I've actually had my eye on the shop for a while, and I've had a chrome oxide green in my cart because I generally abhor that color, but theirs granulates so well, the Rosa chrome oxide green. So I wanted to buy that, but because these have to be shipped all the way from the Ukraine, or from Ukraine, I know you're not supposed to say the I guess. Anyway, I just didn't want to order one because then the shipping would be really high for it. So the shipping was, I can't remember. It was kind of high, but the prices were so low on the paints. The half pans were, the full pans were $1.99 and the tubes were $3.99. So, and those are United States dollar prices. It was really worth it. So, these just came in the mail today. It is August 29th, and I'm saving my package that it came in with the value on the package. It's a value of $35.86. That way, if the government comes for me for a tariff, then I think it's 10% to Ukraine. I know I just want to prove that I would only owe $3.56. Basically, I don't know. Maybe it squeaked in before the tariffs, and maybe it was included in the shipping because the shipping was kind of high, so I thought it's plausible that the customs was included in the shipping. I'm not sure. Probably by the time this video comes out, they'll have that all sorted out, so so you will know, what and you'll pay it before you get it. That's what I think anyway. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, so I had this dot card and I filled it. I think I filled this out on camera one day. It's been a while, but there were a few colors that I thought were really pretty. Now, if you don't know, Rosa Gallery watercolors are very affordable. A couple of years ago, the sets were on sale on Amazon, and I was able to score some sets at a really good price. I started off just on a lark. I bought the set of 12, and it was like $16 for 12 full pans. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna give it a try for that. I really liked them. I thought they were great. They're maybe a little more opaque than a lot of watercolors, but they're definitely kind of, I would say, lower end professional watercolor, so better than student grade, not as good as like say Daniel Smith or Core or M. Graham, but for the price, a solid value. They do wear down kind of quickly in the pan. I think it's because they're liquid poured, but all in all, I thought they were well worth the price. So then I purchased the modern set, which had 21 full pan colors. And at the time, I think I got it for around $40, maybe less. It came in a beautiful tin, and it had some really unique, beautiful, unique colors like the cobalt turquoise and the magenta. And I just really loved the paints. And they're ones that often are upstairs on my fun art desk, so I don't tend to use them on camera too much because they're always going out of stock on Amazon. So when I saw them on Etsy in a huge selection, like all the colors at such a reasonable price, I thought, what the heck, I'm going to give it a try, especially now that YouTube and Etsy are kind of joined forces, so to speak. So what we're going to do is unbox what I purchased, and we are going to swatch them out and see what I got. So what I did when I like to keep an inventory, and so I put sometimes when you buy sets, and that's the other thing, when you buy the sets, you're going to get a lot of doubles, and I didn't want to get any more doubles. So as I inventory my sets, I make a little check mark, and so you can see like a lot of the sets have cadmium lemon, a lot of the sets have madder red, a lot of the sets have they call it just green, and it's actually PG8, which I think is getting discontinued. I think White Nights has discontinued it. They all have ultramarine blue, which I don't mind because I go through a lot of that. So I looked at my inventory on my dot card to see what I was missing, and then I picked a few that I thought were really unique and just fun colors and a good value. The ones that I wanted the most, I bought tubes, and the others I bought full pan. So let's take a look at what I got here. And they packaged it really well. It came in this box. It was wrapped up with tape, and they did not waste space. So that's good. Now I'm trying to think what my shipping must have been around $20-something, maybe between $20 and $30. So it was probably, there could have been the customs fees included there. I'm not sure. Plus it has to go halfway across the world. So I'm not complaining about that. I know none of us like to pay shipping, but I'm not complaining about that, especially because of how affordable the paints were. And look at these. Look at this. So I think all in all, like, the cost of the product plus shipping was 50 something, or maybe 60 something. I think it was around $62. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all, I don't think. And you know, watercolors are expensive, so this is what I got. Let's take a look. I've got this little Lightwish swatch book. Generally, I swatch on cellulose paper, but I figured because there's just kind of some random ones here, I'm just going to put it in with my other swatches. I am not going to swatch it. I'm not going to swatch it. I'm not going to make my own swatch card. So this color here is Royal Brown. Let's do the fun colors first. I know I'm so, I wasn't intending to do this video today, but when I saw that this package had arrived, I was so excited because I was afraid I wasn't going to get it. I was kind of afraid that it would get stuck in customs and I would have to go to the post office and bring my checkbook to be able to get it. What I'm going to do is actually put my wrapper on the bottom side of the pan like that, so I don't lose track of what everything is. This is coral. Now generally I don't buy pastel colors, but this is just too pretty. PR4 and PR2, so you know, this is not a light, this says 3 stars of light fastness, but those two reds are a little bit iffy, but the color was so pretty. I'm like, you know, I'm just I can't resist, it's too pretty. This, you know, oh, see, isn't that gorgeous? Let's add a little water to that. Very, very pretty. I'm just going to let it flow out. Got some decent movement, honestly. Very pretty. I just love it. I've got this little tray over here I'm going to put them in. This is just a puzzle sorting tray. It's nice because I can stack a bunch of watercolors in there until I've decided where they are going to live. I might have enough room in one of my Rosa palettes to hold these. I'm not sure. This one is Cadmium Red Deep. I love a Cadmium Red Deep. And for $1.99, you can't get a Cadmium Red for $1.99. This is PR108, the real deal. So that's it. And you know, cadmiums tend not to be as transparent. So why not save some money if you want that cadmium color? They also put like a little, like a non-stick little thing on top of the pan so the stuff doesn't stick to them, so the paint doesn't stick, because Rosa paint can be a little on the sticky side. Although, I mean, these don't feel sticky at all. I'm surprised. The ones in the sets can feel kind of sticky, and it's rainy out today, so I didn't know what sort of shape the pans would come in. I'm not pre-activating any of these. I'm going to pull it out with some water. Oh, that's a gorgeous neutral red, meaning it doesn't really lean warm or cold. And cadmium reds will often granulate. Let's make sure we have enough water in there. We'll see if it granulates. Very pretty. Our next color we're going to do, let's do Carbon Red. This is a new color. And I actually, I'm just going to put these in order. I'll label my chart after. They had some new colors. I actually did buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their new colors. They were either released in 2025 or 2024. I knew I didn't have any of them because I just had all the Rosa paints I had were from sets that I purchased on Amazon when they had a big sale. Like I think it was like 2 years ago. It was wild. They must have just, and they haven't really come back. So I'm just assuming that whoever was selling them on there just wanted to cut their losses and get out, because Amazon's fees are so high that probably when you have a more affordable set like this, it's a little bit more difficult to make it. This is PB36, PR254, and PBK7. So you've got a cerulean blue, a pyrrole red, and a, is it a lamp black? What is that? I think it's a lamp black. But you know what? Sometimes I think they've mislabeled Mars Black in like their super granulated, or what do you call them? Their granulating colors, because they all say PBK7, but they're magnetic. So I'm thinking that it's mislabeled and it's a PBK11, because PBK7 is not magnetic, and that should have some really beautiful texture to it. Let's see. Let's go to Kaput Mortem. And this is PR101. PR101 is such a interesting pigment because it has so many properties that can be altered depending on how they grind it, heat it, treat it. It's really neat how PR101 can look so differently. It can be transparent, it can be opaque, it can be red, it can be brown, it can be almost a little bit yellowy. It's just really interesting. Oh, and this has a nice granulation to it as well. I didn't pre-wet this, but I think there's enough water in this brush. This is a Mimic faux squirrel brush by Jerry's Artorama, under their house brand Mimic. It's really, they're really nice brushes. Highly recommend them. Very affordable. Generally, they always have sales too, so I really like them. Let's see. Next up, let's do Quinacridone Lilac. That is PB19. PB19 is another one of those, you know, powerhouse colors. They, depending on how it's treated, you can get from like blushing pinks all the way to vibrant mauve colors. You can get like everything from a permanent rose to a violet. It's just such a versatile color. A versatile pigment, I mean. Look at that. Beautiful high octane violet mauve color. Fun for mixing because it's transparent so it doesn't go muddy. That's my rule of thumb for mixing colors. If you want a palette that's going to be great for mixing, go for transparent colors. They will be less likely to get mud. And also go for cooler colors. They generally will mix better. Now we have here, this is Royal Brown, PBR25, also known as, let's see, how do you say that? Benzimidine brown. And that's just a really pretty brown. I have this pigment in Turner watercolors, so if you're not down to order from Etsy from another country, you can get the Turner versions, very affordable on Jerry's Artorama. They just call it benzimidine brown, I think. You see how red that is? Isn't that gorgeous? I don't think that one Oh, yeah, it does, actually. That's a granulating color. I didn't recall my Turner granulating, but let's just give it lots of water and see how she does. It's also very transparent, which if you're looking for a reddish transparent brown, and the PR101s you have are a little too soupy, that's a good option. Next up, let's do the Golden Ochre. Golden Ochre. Did I order Golden Ochre? That's weird. 772. Did I really order some? Oh yeah, I do. That's one of the new colors. I'm like, why did I order that and not Quinacridone Gold? Because that's a real pretty color. But it's also it's got like 3 pigments. That's probably why I didn't. Golden Ochre is one of the new granulating colors, and it is PY42. It's probably going to be similar to Goethite by Daniel Smith, which is a granulating color. This one looks like it shrunk a fair amount. But for $1.99, you're getting a good amount of watercolor. And this is an earth tone, so it might be, or a natural pigment, it might be a little bit more difficult to re-wet. I want to get plenty of water in there to see the granulation effects. Feels kind of weak, but maybe this one needs to be pre-activated where it is an earth tone. Permatex are like that too from Daniel Smith, so I'm not going to judge it harshly on that fact. Next up, let's do this mint. Now this is another one I probably generally wouldn't have bought, but gosh, it was so pretty. This is PG7 and PW6, which yes, I could mix it, but boy oh boy, the dot card, it was just so pretty, and I wanted it, so I bought it. Such a lovely, lovely color. Has a gloss to almost feel, it looks like a Gansai Tambi paint. Isn't that pretty? I had that and the coral. It's like that, the color scheme from the book Pat the Bunny, and I just love that kind of vintage look. The next color I got was another one of the new colors, Cobalt Green Medium, PG 26. And that's a granulating color. Good grief. Oh, I don't want to destroy the wrapper. I probably will end up labeling the pans because I think these wrappers will get pretty well toasted by the time, you know, you have it in a palette and it gets splashed. But I also have my dot card swatch, which is very handy. It's handy for when you're shopping for new pigments, but they sent me the dot card swatch. It was way back when I was reviewing their new granulating range. So I didn't buy the dot card swatch. I am like, oh, you can see it granulating already. I am somewhat like morally opposed to buying dot cards because it seems like that's promotional material. That should just be like free because people are gonna swatch it and then want to buy. So if your paints are good, then your dot card should be free because people are just going to go ahead and buy, like use it as a shopping guide. And our last pan that I bought is, I think this is one of the new colors, Azure Blue, color number 762. And it is PG 26, so it's that green plus PB 15:3, which is phthalo blue, plus PBK 7, which I think may be a typo and it might be PBK 11 because or maybe there's some, maybe, I don't know. I've just noticed that with Rosa watercolors, paint I'm sure is PBK 11 has been labeled PBK 7. Just because PBK 7 is not magnetic and doesn't granulate, and what they call PBK 7 does. Maybe there's like, I don't know, maybe the factory they bought it from mislabeled it. I mean, there's a chance I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Probably a good chance, but oh, that's pretty. That's so pretty. Those will be fun special effects paints. So I'm not sure. So part of the reason why I didn't have a palette out and ready to go is I'm not sure if I'm going to put these in a regular Rosa palette by brand, because most of my watercolors are by brand except for my big working palettes, or if I want to put these with granulating colors. And because a lot of times I'll just grab I have a couple palettes of just granulating colors and I'll grab it out while I'm working with my regular colors, so they get so I use both kinds. So the reason what spurred this order was Chrome Oxide Green. I'm just going to put a little dot here on this swatch if I can. This granulated so beautifully that I was like, you know what, I typically don't like that color, but this version of it is so pretty. I want to have it. I want to have it in my life. It has a little bit more of a luminous to it, and who knows, maybe they've goosed the color with some other pigment that they didn't disclose. I don't know, because it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. So this should granulate. I think I probably put a little too much water. Probably could use a little more pigment, but we'll be able to see. But it just doesn't look as drab as other chrome oxides that I've used. Now this is sap green. I love sap green. It's a convenience color, but I use it all the time. Their sap green, oh, by the way, chrome oxide green is PG 18. I'm just going to double check that, make sure or PG 17, I think it's PG 18. Yeah, oh, PG 17. I stand corrected. PG 18 must be Viridian then. Sap green, this is a mix of PY 110, PG 7, and PBK 6. So and I looked at swatches of all the colors before I purchased them, so I knew what I was getting myself into. Ooh, I got a little too much on there, but that's, I could have swatched from the dot card, but oh, isn't that luminous and gorgeous? Isn't that so pretty? I'll scrape that up into whatever pan I put it into, don't worry. Don't worry. I know, I hate to waste paint, don't you? Even though I have enough to choke a horse. I got Aurelian Green. This is color 755. It's just a beautiful luminous green. And yes, I could mix it. Why do I have hair all over the place? Yes, I could mix it, but I figured this is such a pretty green that it would be nice to have in a plein air palette. And when you're plein air painting, oftentimes you don't have as much time. Oh my gosh, isn't that just Doesn't this take your breath away? Doesn't it just take your breath away? Oh, love it. So pretty. The next color is just Cerulean, and Cerulean is it's a quirky color. This is, oh, by the way, that color, the pigments in that color are PY150 and PG7. So yes, I can mix it with this color and then the PG7, which I probably have. Do I have that in another one? Yes, I do, the emerald green. So yes, I could mix it. I'm just being, I am being a little crazy. I'm just going to clean my brush off and maybe take a little bit more out of the cap. Let's just, I don't think we're going to need to, because look at how vibrant that is. So Cerulean, when you use it full strength, you've got a more of a brown, you got more of a warmer color, and as you dilute it out, you get more of a lemon color. Now, I don't think this is the true, like, cobalt yellow. I think this is, no, this is more of like an azo yellow, PY150. So this is light fast. This is extremely vibrant. So if you love the color Cerulean, but you've been turned off because you have had the PY40 and you're worried about it not being light fast, then you might want to consider this one, this color here. That's what it looks like. Very transparent, very vibrant. Used in mass tone, it's going to be warmer. Used diluted, it's going to be cooler, which is kind of a neat thing about PY150. Gamboge can do that sometimes too. It's depending on what pigments they use in Gamboge. This is Madder Rose, which I just thought was so pretty. Such a pretty color. And it's strong and it's slightly cool. But it also has this, like, it's cool without being like a purple. It's not purpley at all, but it does have a little bit of a cool tone to it, and I just thought that it was gorgeous and unique and something I really wanted to have in my palette. And this is, it's a mix. It's PV19 and PV254, which may be a typo. It might be supposed to be PR254 because I don't, or I'll have to look that up because I don't know of a PV254. Let me see. That's what it says on my other swatch too, but look at this. I mean, it's almost inky. It's so transparent and gorgeous. But anyway, that's what I ordered from Rosa. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. I'll have to double check my receipt, make sure I got everything ordered, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that's it. I mean, I just thought that they were stunning, stunning colors. Look at that sap green. Isn't that pretty? And of course they have to dry fully to see the full granulation. And this isn't a terribly rough paper, so it's only going to show so much. But I just thought it was great. So I ordered this from the Art for Ukraine store, and there'll be little pictures underneath the video that you can click on. But if you look in the video description, I'm going to share the coupon code. Oh, that's the other thing. There's a coupon code for 10% off because I had that darn sap green in my cart for so long. They gave me a coupon code like, will you check out already, lady? So I'll share that with you. It's 10% off. So that will also, you know, help offset the cost of shipping. And probably by now, Etsy has figured out what to do about tariffs for stuff coming into the United States. Of course, a lot of countries aren't shipping to us right now at the time of recording. So, you know, this may be one of those things that good to know. I'm going to file that away in my brain. Or maybe you'll find another seller that's selling these that already has the stock within the United States. But boy, I just thought these were gorgeous, and it's fun to just pick out individual colors. And man, you can't beat the price. For $4 for a tube, it's $2 for a pan. I mean, well, hopefully they don't raise the prices because of the tariffs, but you know, I guess it depends whether they absorb the tariffs in their pricing or they charge extra. I don't know. But there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little swatch video. I know it's pretty casual and I haven't really dug deeper. I haven't done a project of these yet because I just got them in, but I thought it might be interesting. A little bit of company while you're doing your art thing. That's always nice. Maybe you're washing the dishes. We like to hang out and chit chat, right? I do. Well, thank you for watching and hanging out. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you didn't like it, you can give me 2 thumbs down. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.